cylinder with a pulley system that goes down, way down into the dark. And other than that, there is a bard that is playing music up on a stage, and it's a relatively crowded area. So what would you guys like to do?
Well, since I'm at the bar, I'm just gonna ask the bartender to get me an ale.
Okay. He ignores you. Because you haven't actually asked him.
Fair enough. I'll just sit there then.
Deciding that you're gonna ask somebody a question and then not asking them the question. Like,
Does not.
That's the situation you're in right now.
I'm just sitting there then.
Okay.
No, like that's all I'm doing.
There?
Yep.
Anybody else?
Alright.
It's busy, by the way.
I'm gonna go up to the barkeep at 55, right here, and can I run a history check to see if I remember what the barkeep's name is? Because this is not my first time in this bar.
Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that you do know who it is. You are actually looking at Durnan.
Durnan, okay.
He is the proprietor or the bartender at the Yawning Pool.
I lean up against the bar, elbow on the bar, 2 fingers cocked in the air, and I say, "Hey, Durnan, can I get a beer?"
It's like, and he pours a tall mug of ale and sends it down to you guys. Just for reference, this is what you see.
Oh, look at the chops.
That is Durnan.
That's a man's man right there.
Right?
Yep.
Like, I mean, you can even see the muscles in the drawing. I mean, somebody draws your muscles, and I mean, shit, you got some muscles, man.
Rippling.
Kazi, if you want, you can roll a history check to find out how much you do know about him.
Alright, sure thing. Will do. See what I remember hearing about this proprietor.
You know that he was once an adventurer. And a skilled one at that.
Until he took an arrow to the knee.
Hey, thanks, Durnan. As always, add it to my tab. I'll pay at the end of the week.
Not a problem. He goes and marks it down onto his little thing. What's everybody else doing?
Yep, go back to my table.
I am sitting over there listening to the bard play his jam.
Alright. So, you're just sitting there, essentially not doing much?
Yeah, maybe, like, talk to somebody nearby, but nothing serious, just small talk.
Alright, well...
I like music.
Am I in the bar? I got
this
leave.
person. Yeah.
Okay.
I just assume everybody has made their way to this tavern.
Okay.
Everybody has. So this is general information that I probably should have, which is why I pushed everybody to try and sit down and make their characters with me before this, so I wasn't scrambling. All of you have been here for at least a few days and know one of the friendly faces here at the tavern. You know that the Yawning Portal is an inn that typically caters to adventurers and other people like guildsmen and stuff like that go out and fight for glory, fame, whatever else. It's a good source of information, and it's a good place to pick up work.
Okay.
All right, I'll
Right.
walk up to the bartender, and
Alright.
I'll ask, excuse me, bartender, do you happen to know anybody or anywhere that knows anything about magic? Any teachings that can be passed on?
He looks around and says, you can start asking people around here. Otherwise, you're going to be paying hand over fist for one of the temples.
All right, I'll ask around or find a temple. Thank you.
As you're doing this, you hear a shout at the back of the tavern. Over by the front door.
Where's the
And I actually have a map for this. But, Alright. So, Alex is sitting up at the bar. So everybody else is interspersed in here in several places. Right about here, you see an argument break out. Right? And in the dim light of this place, you hear, "Ya pig! You killing me mates, does it?" And then you see a 7-foot-tall half-orc get hit by a wild haymaker. And from there, him and his compatriots start to surround her and fight. The half-orc cracks her knuckles, roars, and leaps back at the tattooed figure. And before you guys know it, there's a crowd around them. What are you guys doing?
So, actually, where's my? Are we using our old icons? Is it?
I'll just throw them in as random people. You
Oh, okay.
need to pull your own tokens out.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, I'm not here because I just spoke to the bartender.
Well, mine's already in there, but
Can you control it?
No.
Elijah.
Oh my God.
Your mic is going crazy. You have to talk. You can't. You either have to talk or go on mute.
Okay,
Deck,
sorry.
you upload anything? 'Cause I got the
I-
list there, but that's it.
Because yeah, it was just loud.
Someone's car was going off in the background.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Deck, do you see my guy? That
Over
little
on the
square?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say you made a token for him, or like, do I have to make him?
I'm pretty sure I did. Let me see.
Okay, because right now I just got the square.
I did.
Where the fuck? And you said it's uploaded too? Because I don't know how to make it so it's a token instead of that.
Give me a sec.
But yeah, I can't control my token on the board.
Then drag yours out, Alex.
Well, I should drag your token onto the board.
And I can't control mine either.
Oh fuck. Now try and drag it out. Hopefully it updated.
Do you remember how to drag it out?
There we go. I got him.
Okay.
No.
Two of
Here,
them?
I'll
Oh,
do
there
it
we go.
for you. Can you control this token here?
Okay. I can't control it. Oh, hold on.
I just kind of say out loud to myself, "Well, that doesn't look good."
Are you able to move it like with arrow keys or no?
All right. Are
No,
we
I can't.
continuing?
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter just yet. Alright.
Yeah.
Not that big of a deal. But Elijah, you do need to drag your token out onto the sheet to where you can control it. Just click on your character in your journal and drag it out.
Okay.
The name.
Yeah, like Aveline, just drag the word Aveline out onto the board.
Alright, so are you guys
And you said this is where everything was happening, right?
yes.
Okay.
Essentially, right
So-
now, these two are fighting and you can't see much of what else is going on.
So are we like we're going now, right?
You don't
Is
have
everybody
to.
good? No, I'm saying
There's
everybody's
just a
like,
fight
but
going.
everybody's good to go.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Okay.
I think so.
So I spring up from my seat and I get super excited and I run over, grab one of the fucking chairs by these guys, and I just fucking throw it at the wall, the stone wall right next to the fireplace, and scream.
Got some
All right.
turbo retard strength over here.
All right. All the guards.
Ah! Just
All
fucking yell.
these people are mostly
Wow.
focused on what's going on in front of them, but they do kind of look at you. A lot of people are looking at you pretty oddly, and this wonderful lady has taken note that you threw a chair against the wall.
I just watched the fight,
Okay.
and I'm super excited.
Well,
You see as the orc and the tattooed human male in front of you trade punches back and forth. Anybody else?
I turn around and say, "Hey, Durnan, can I have an ale?"
Yes, you can have another ale. And he pours a beer for you.
Thank you, sir.
Kind of move towards the fight a little bit, but kind of keeping my distance.
Okay.
I don't want to.
As you make your way up there, Yagra, the orc, headbutts the tattooed man in front of her to a point which he collapses on the ground. And the 4 others jump around her and start beating her senseless.
I rush over to provide aid, and I
Same.
get back to back with Yagra, and I say, you should have at least taken bets before you started this.
Roll initiative.
Sing is
Those are the 2 of you that are
Okay. Well, I was gonna say I run in to help, not back to back, but I grab the smallest one closest to me and I throw him at the
you throw them at the what?
same wall that I threw the chair at.
Okay. Yeah, I still need you to roll initiative.
Is the chair broken?
Yeah, the chair's broken.
I thought you were going to throw him into the chair. Oh, it's Nico's
Um,
first 20!
I'm also gonna start pulling out my bow.
This is a fist fight.
This is a fist fight, yeah.
I'm taking out my bow.
Oh god.
But I'm just gonna hold it. I'm not actually gonna try to join the fight.
Okay, and I'm gonna.
Okay, this is fun. All right, so Nico, make a unarmed attack, which is 1d4 divided by 2
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me figure
plus your strength modifier.
How do I do that?
So if you go to the advanced dice roller, upper left-hand corner,
Okay.
go roll.
Oh,
All
shit,
right, so
I
it's
didn't mean
2
to do
points. No, that's fine. It's 2 points of damage plus your strength modifier.
2 points of damage plus my strength modifier.
It's a 1d4, right?
It's a 1d2.
1d2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a
Um,
1d4 divided by 2, and then plus your strength modifier.
My strength modifier is 4, so that's 6 points. of
So
damage.
you do 6 points of damage against this man right here.
He
as
doesn't
you
have to roll to
Hit him
hit.
in the back of the head. I'm counting it as a surprise round,
Okay.
you know, because he's kind of focused on the half orc that.
Oh,
he's
fair enough.
currently-
Came up behind him. Yeah.
And he came up behind him and basically hit him in the back before grabbing him. All right, that's how I'm running this.
This music's getting me hype.
Oh, I don't hear it.
Okay.
It's just classical.
The bard hasn't stopped playing. He is still playing. So somebody make a perception check.
One of the guys fighting or somebody not fighting?
Kazi, why don't you make a perception check for me?
Will do.
You don't notice shit. You're focused on everything that's right in front of you. Silva,
Hi.
Elysia, you gotta do that thing again where you turn down the volume of the game.
roll a D100.
Okay.
Thank you. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh fuck.
All right. Give me a second. Actually, I'll
Giant
look
enemy
this shit up.
meatballs fall from the sky.
Possibly.
I decide to put my bow away since it's not going to get past a fist fight.
So, Kazi, go ahead and make your attack
Okay.
or your action.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is Yagra like she's still standing, right?
No, she is currently on the ground, almost unconscious.
I'm gonna pick her up. Like try to get her back on her feet. That's my action.
Okay. Alright, and they're gonna continue attacking.
I'm also going to decide to join now since it looks like it's getting out of hand. So I start making my way over. Waddling over.
Alright. At this point, Durnan. Actually, no. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, actually, he's gonna speak up and yell, "Get out, you buffoons!" But, it is now their turn. They're gonna hit Yagra. That's a natural 20, so she is out cold. You've used it to get back up, and she's knocked unconscious pretty much immediately. And then the second one turns his attention, the one that was close to you, Nico.
Yeah, do you want me to change my name in here so you can see the...
No, because I'm not gonna use you guys' character names until you fucking introduce yourselves.
Okay.
I like that.
I don't think a 12 hits you.
No.
Kazi, one's going for you, but that's a 2, and that's not gonna hit. And then this one here also moves over here to hit you, and that's a 6. So I don't think that hits you. Alright, so they whiff all of their attacks as they're attacking
They're just too drunk.
you two now. Never said anything about them being drunk.
I'm just a scary mofo.
Nico, it's your turn.
All right.
Alex, roll initiative, actually. Before you go, Nico. Alex, roll initiative.
Okay.
And
You gotta be sure to click on your token.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Alright. So, Alex, it is now your turn.
I'm actually going to run up behind this guy and then punch him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
It's actually, hold on, that's not in here, so I have to add that real quick.
Just roll a d20.
D20,
It's d20 plus your strength.
yeah. So, strength is 1, so 11.
You hit him. Roll d4 plus
Ooh,
your strength
D4.
modifier.
Yeah. So, D4 plus 1. So, 2.
Okay. Jesus. Alright then. So this one takes a hit as the small dwarf runs up behind this human bandit looking man and punches him in the butt cheek. It's about shoulder height for him. Like, if he were taller, he would have
Right
hit him
up
in
the
like
arse.
the face. Alright. Nico, now it's your turn.
Give him
Alright.
a good honk.
This guy's still standing, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna swing at him again.
Okay.
You said, do I need to roll the
Roll,
d20?
Do you have unarmed strike
Uh,
on your character sheet?
no, I don't.
Roll a d20.
Okay.
Causes the
Alright.
old man rolling I hate it!
Jesus. That hits. Go ahead and roll a d4 plus your strength modifier.
Okay. Alright.
Jesus. Alright. So you reach back and hit this man again. As you do, your fist collides with his face and knocks him unconscious as he falls backwards over the broken chair. He is down. Your turn, Kazi.
I'm
It's
gonna,
fight now.
I'm gonna
Like,
swing at this one.
is it
Or actually, I'm gonna swing at this one that's distracted by the small man touching his butt.
Alright.
He's beating my butt.
Don't touch my butt.
And I crit
Oh.
fail. Wait, is he flanked?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yes, technically he is. So, yeah, I mean, he is. I'll give it to you. So, it's a 17 you can hit, so go ahead. Roll
Oh
damage.
crap.
That's a 1d2.
So, you will swing forward just like the small man standing behind this guy and connect with him, but it doesn't look like you've done too much.
Hit his other butt cheek.
Much.
From the front? Oh my god, that's skill. Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Somebody... Silva and Elysia.
Yep.
Could you make, want you to make perception checks for me.
Alright.
You are fully engrossed on the fight, Silva.
Alright.
wait.
Give me a sec. It is indeed. All right. So none of you seem to notice, but there. You hear a growl and a grumble coming up from the pit. And at this point, Durnan screams, "Troll!" and reaches for a weapon under the bar and jumps over. And at this point, everybody needs to roll initiative.
Okay. And
You
this
guys
is...
are good. You three are good.
Okay.
Alright, Remember to click on your character first, Elysia.
Oh,
before you
Front
click
and
initiative.
center.
Silva, go ahead and change your thing.
Alright.
Alright? And just put a different...
where is the initiative at?
You gotta take it.
It's at the top middle.
Oh,
Right
okay,
next
it's
to
in the
speed.
box.
Open
Yeah,
your
I see it.
eyes, Stinky.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong place.
Alright. Alright, and then I need... So you see as this big, giant green troll, which I believe I've got a fucking this too. I do not have a handout for this.
Oh well.
Never
I mean,
mind.
he's pretty big.
You get it. He's a big troll. He's big and green. He's got a bunch of teeth, and hanging on him are a bunch of bloated bat-like creatures, that are seemingly feeding off of him. And up above him are these small flying critters. The three remaining standing men that were a part of the bar fight quickly gather up their two compatriots that are unconscious and drag them out of and disappear as fast as possible.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, they took Jagger
They're
with
not-
her too?
Jagger got taken off. She's laying on the ground unconscious.
Okay.
I accidentally deleted her token like an idiot.
You said they didn't take her?
No, she's still on the ground here.
Okay.
Oh, I'm all sorts of fucked up today. Fucking all sorts of stuff up. Alright. Didn't think it was going to turn out this way. Alright, so she's laying on the ground unconscious. Right? One. So.
You wanna stop rolling 20s?
Who, me?
No, Alex.
Oh, sorry. I must be.
No, he rolled a 19 on that one.
I mean, collective.
Sorry, I'm editing. So I'm editing that in my fucking
Okay,
sheet,
Alright.
so those don't
now we have
count.
to go. Alex, this troll's crawled up out of the fucking hole behind you and has thrashed this table over. It's like flipped it over to the side. People are scattering to the corners of the fucking... They're taking cover, they're running for the fucking exits. They're disappearing. You were standing next to this troll. What are you doing?
Well, since I'm next to him, if I try to move away, I have to disengage, right?
Yeah. If you want to move away without getting attacked of opportunity.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a disengage and then move. Yeah, right over here.
Alright.
Yeah, that's 25 feet. And then I'm just gonna pull out my bow with my bonus action.
Okay. Alright, it is now... Oh, God damn it. Fuck that up. Nico, it is now your turn.
And these are enemies too, right? These little guys.
They are up flying around, so they're about 10 feet in the air.
It's like, okay. Well. Then I pull out my greatsword, and I charge this guy, yelling the whole way.
Okay.
And I slash at him.
Give him a good old slash.
So you're lucky. So since the troll has jumped up, you saw one creature run away from him, and another one on the other side of it is distracted. Go ahead and roll damage as you sink your greatsword into his back. So you hit him, and it does 10 points of slashing damage as it hits across the back, and a couple of the bloated bat-looking things fall off of him and fly back down the hole, engorged in blood.
Alright. And I'll have my turn.
Alright. It is now the troll's turn. The troll, getting hit from behind, sits there as you see the wounds on his back start to heal, and he turns around to face you. First roll of the night. Oof.
How bad?
He has fucking. Oh, that sucks for you. Anyway, so it has multi-attack.
Oof.
Does a 20 hit you?
Oh yeah.
Fuck. Alright. Alright, you take 9 points of damage.
Alright.
And as the troll reaches forward and bites you. Alright, so the next one, he's going to slash at you with a claw. And 9 hits you, so he swings wide with his big lumbering arm and it misses you as it goes over your head. Okay. It is your turn, Silva.
Alright. Hang on. Let me think. Yes or no?
Give me a second. I
Gotcha.
need to look that up. Alright.
Gotcha.
No.
No? Okay, makes sense. Alright. I will borrow some liquid from that mug of ale that's got to be sitting right here that was poured for somebody.
Alright.
And I will cast an ice knife at the troll.
Okay. So
It's pretty cool.
you are able to conjure up this brownish liquid, leaving the alcohol down at the bottom of the mug, as all the water has been frozen, and you fling it at the ice troll. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Excuse me.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. So the ice knife cuts into the. Actually, I've got to roll for it. Oh man, it passes. So the ice knife cuts into it, but it's not. I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Cuts into the side of the troll, not doing quite as much damage as you thought it was going to. Go ahead and roll a D100.
All right.
And after seeing this chunk of ice slide past the troll, there is now a giant cloud of mist that explodes from over by the bar.
Hmm.
Is it alt, I think? That was wrong. A shape. I hate these. Alright. So, you are now centered in a giant fog cloud.
Okay. All right, and that'll end my
You have
turn.
disadvantage on all ranged attacks.
All right.
And that ends your turn. I forgot for him. That's not high. Alright, it is now. Who's next in the turn order? It is now this Sturge's turn. It is going to fly down next to this thing that's right in front of him, and he is going to attack. Oh, okay. That's a natural 20. You take 12 points of damage as this thing latches on, this bat-like creature latches onto your back and starts sucking the blood out of you.
Well, I'm down for that count.
Hot damn.
You are unconscious. You are at 0. Alright, it is now Elijah's turn.
Okay. So I turn around and attack. What did you call it? A Sturgis?
Yeah, it's the bat
Attack
thing.
this little creature behind me.
Sturge.
Sturge.
Okay. As it's hovered down towards you, go ahead and roll for an attack.
Just what do I
Click on
click?
the word greatsword in your attacks and spellcasting.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it not working?
Wait, did it do it?
No.
No.
You have to go to your character sheet and then core, and then there should be a list of attacks and spellcasting. You just click on.
There it is. Holy shit. Nice.
Oh, that hits.
Nice.
Cool.
And now in
So
the
then-
chat, click on the word greatsword again. Not in your character sheet, but the chat.
So you swing down, slicing the Sturge in half. Blood splattering everywhere in front of you. There's still a troll behind you. It is now Dernan's turn, and he's gonna yell out, "Who's the idiot that fucking cast this fog cloud?" Loudly. Runs up to the troll, and he is going to attack. That's a natural 20. So, let's see. That's 11 plus 4, that's what, 15, so 30 points of damage on the first attack. And he makes a second attack. That hits. And he doesn't attempt. The troll screams out as Durnan wielding a giant greatsword fucking slices into this thing twice. Um, 15. Alright. And he, with his second swing, he cleaves off an arm. It is bleeding, but it's starting to bubble up as it's attempting to regenerate its lost limbs and giant gash across its stomach. It is now... That one's dead. It is now top of the turn order. It is now
I'm
Alex's turn.
pretty sure you skipped over me.
Did I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. You did.
I did. So, Kazi, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to
Makes it feel any better, I skipped over...
the Sturge as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to drag Yagra into this very convenient. You said it was pink.
What?
The mist.
It's just a fog cloud.
I'm gonna drag Yagra into the fog cloud.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure that's also supposed to be an additional 10 feet out.
Yeah. So it's 20 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Prop her up next to the bar.
Yeah. Just get her away.
What are you doing?
And that's my action.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say this other Sturge comes over and is gonna fly over here and is gonna attack Alex. That's a natural, so it misses. As it swings down to latch onto you, you just kind of like duck out of the way, and he swings past, almost hitting the bard behind him, then scampers off the stage. Alright, now it's the top. Alex, it's your turn.
Okay, well, since I have my bow out, I am going to attack the Sturge.
Okay. You get disadvantage because you're so close, but it doesn't matter. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, your arrow sticks right into the bat-like Sturge, and it collapses to the dead.
Okay.
Nico, make a death saving throw. So that's a success.
All right.
Alright, now it's the troll's turn. Pissed off, one-armed. It is going to attack Durnan. That's a 19. As the bubbling sues over and his gut wound fucking seals up. What's it? B6 plus 4. So Durnan gets hit for 6 points of damage as the troll leeches forward and bites onto his arm, pulling off a chunk of flesh. And then swings forward again, doing an additional 11 points of damage as his claw nearly takes Durnan out, drops him on the ground. He stands back up though. Go ahead. And who's next? Silva's turn.
Alright. Am I able to move like right here just outside the fog?
You can move 30 feet.
Alright, I'm gonna go right here.
Alright.
And nearby around here there's supposed to be a broken chair.
It's over here.
Over there? Okay. Should be able to be like right there. I think that was 30 feet from where I was. Or if not.
Alright.
Yeah, that's plenty of space.
Yeah, plenty of space. Alright, I'm gonna cast a catapult from one of the broken pieces of the chair, probably like a leg or some shit,
All right.
and fire that at the troll. So catapult. Level 1, yeah.
That hits.
Very nice.
Actually, it's a DC save. I mean, it hits anywhere, so it takes 8 points of damage as a table or a chair leg flies over and beams it in the side. But it doesn't seem to bother too much. Roll a D100.
I already like Soba's class.
You're wild magic, right?
You say that.
And then Ruben explodes with the brightness of a billion suns.
Close. So, you grow a long beard, like a waist-level beard, that's
Some ZZ
completely
Top.
made of feathers.
It's made of feathers.
It's completely made of feathers.
I sneeze.
On an elf, this is not noticeable, and we will get to that.
I just kind of look down in disappointment, and just I'll sneeze, just be like, "All right," and that'll end my turn.
Okay. And the feathers explode from your face when you sneeze. So now there's feathers all around the ground around you. It is the Sturgis' turn, and it is going to fly over, and it's going to attack you, Silver. And that is a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, that was wrong.
The feathers act as chaff, confusing the Sturgis.
No. Wishful thinking, says Kazi. You take 5 points of damage as the Sturge has latched onto you.
I tried,
And
Ruben.
started leaking blood. Alright. It is now your turn, Kazi.
Alright. I'm going to emerge from the mist. And you said the Sturge is attached to the young elf?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to go over the table as a cool guy and realize that the flail is already in hand before I realize it is, and attempt
Okay.
to attack with this flail, screaming out,
Alright.
"Oh my god, Zargon, do something!"
I'm not mad.
Alright. I think that hits. So you swing back with the flail and swing it around, beaming it into the side of the troll. And I believe that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
You do 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Elijah, it's your turn. There's a troll standing in front of you. With one arm missing.
Elisha?
Was it?
She drop out.
No, she's still on the call. Oh,
She's muting and unmuting. She's troubleshooting.
Tell her to leave and come back. Elijah, leave and come back.
Leave the chat, come back. No one can hear you.
She got up and walked away.
Nah, she
No,
was,
no.
I know. Just roll for an attack if you're gonna attack.
Yeah, and there's still no sound.
I love how she said something literally a second before.
Need to get a better mic or a headset. There we go. So that hits. Roll damage. So swinging into this thing, she swings her greatsword in, cleaving into the area where the arm was missing. The troll screams out in pain, looking over towards Elijah. It is now Dernan's turn. That hits. Jesus. Nice. So the first one, he cleaves into the shoulder of the troll with his greatsword. 13 points of damage. And then doing another 13 points of damage. Cleaving it into, like, he swings the greatsword down, cutting into the shoulder, right where the clavicle is. And then he just lifts up the greatsword again and brings it down one more time, cutting right in. Like, taking enough of a chunk out that the head is kind of tilted over to the side, and the troll collapses to the ground, bubbling. He is down. Combat is ended.
No, there's still this Sturgis.
Yeah, I've got a
Oh
thing
yeah,
on
you're
me.
right. There is. Oh, that ends his turn. Alex, it's your turn.
Well, I'm actually gonna move right here, and I'm actually gonna try to shoot the
God damn
Sturgis.
it.
Oh god.
God damn it.
Oh god.
God damn it. Those who were paying attention.
That hits.
Oh my god.
Thank God. God is real.
You shoot through the second sturge, or the last sturge, and it collapses on the ground,
Say something.
falling off of some.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Alright. Dernan then kicks the troll. Like, he picks it up and kicks it back down into the hole. Walks over and fucking pours a potion into. Oh, that sucks.
Huh.
I just left roll 20. How?
Uh-oh.
Oh no. He rolls a potion into nothing.
No, so he essentially revives Nico at that point. Alright.
Nico, just wait when I get Spare the Dying. Or False Life, rather.
I couldn't hear what you said. Really, you're kind of breaking up.
I'm breaking up?
Yeah, well, you were for a second.
False Life. It's a thing.
Yeah, now you're breaking up.
Oh my god.
Let me
Discord's
just do that too. How about that? Or if this doesn't work, we'll have to get into a chat maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, how's
Yeah.
it now?
Yeah,
Or-
I don't know. Everybody was kind of like a little laggy. Elijah was
Oh, it
keeps
sounds
cutting
fine
out
to
for some
me.
reason. Kazi was just you were just a little laggy for me. I don't know if that was just me or
It's hit or miss.
My ping says it's spiking to like 176, even though like I do a ping test and it's fine.
Yeah.
I do a ping test.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
Discord being
anyway.
shit.
Everybody kind of goes back to doing what they're doing. Dernan has brought you back up. You are no longer unconscious.
how
He
many
says thanks
hit
for the
points?
help. You're out. What is it? You're at 3 hit points.
Woo.
So I'm sorry, 5. That's what you're at.
Okay.
Alright. And he goes back around the bar. And it's at this point that this man has walked over and essentially he walks up to you and he says,
Elisha, your mic
Alright.
is broadcasting.
bam. Alright. Sorry, I just can't hear what there's a background noise like that. So the small, short figure walks up. He's very well dressed. And he comes up and goes, "You be adventurers, am I right? I could use your help." Why don't you come over to my table and talk?
Hmm. Oh. I'm
And
not
then walks
one.
back over to the corner.
All right.
I
I
walk
wake
to
up.
the bar and ask Durham to help revive Yagra.
Oh,
She's
she's
just
fine.
knocked out.
She'll wake up in a little while. Just leave her be.
Alright.
I'll
I
make
walk
sure
up.
nobody harms her.
I look over at the ale that I thought, I had not drinking, and it's gone. And I'm just like, well, whatever.
I ask for a fire wine to give me some more vigor.
Okay. He gives you fire one, and he actually
Shallow, I
comes
thank
into
your
the.
character
He
for
comes
taking
into
that
this little room.
sturge, whatever, off me.
Hmm?
Let's
I
do.
said I said I thank
That's all I
your
say.
character. Oh, what? Okay.
We need to like do one at a time, by the way, because it confuses the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this man walked into this little sectioned off room. Looks like a party table room. And it's the guy that invited you guys.
Well, I guess I'll go in.
All right. And do I have to pay for this, or did he give it to me on that house?
He gave it to you on the house for.
Alright.
It's like thanks in the fight.
All right. Then I thank Durham, and then I go to head over to the room.
All right. Elijah, Kazi, your actions.
Elisha, what would you like to do? As she's muted, I'm pretty sure she muted herself again.
No, I saw her mute herself. She walked
She probably
over
turned
to
off.
the room. I'm assuming that she's going in to the room.
Probably turned off her
Yes,
mic outside
yes,
Discord.
she is.
Yeah.
She is going into the room.
We can't hear
Kazi,
you
what are
again.
you doing?
I am
And Silva, what are you doing?
also heading to the room.
I'm gonna ask the bartender if he has another potion for sale. I can buy off him.
I'm a bartender, not a potion maker. Go find your own.
All right. I will
You
go
still
towards that.
standing?
Barely. I'm limping to the room.
Okay, so you're all in the room. I take it, kind of taking seats around his table. This is what you see.
Very cool. Very accurate.
Right? Reading something quick, sorry. Ill prepared. As you guys all come in and take down, he strokes his mustache, kind of adjusts his hat a little bit, tightens his scarf around him, kind of puffs out his chest and goes, Volo Thamp Getarm, chronicler, wizard, and celebrity, at your service. Trust you've noted the violence in our fair city these past 10 days. I haven't seen so much blood since my last visit to Baldur's Gate. But now I've misplaced a friend amid this odious malevolence. Can't speak. My friend's name is Floon Blagmar. He's got more beauty than brains, and I worry he took a very bad way home a couple nights ago and was kidnapped, or worse. If you agree to track him down with all due haste, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece now. I'll give you each 10 times that when you find Floon. Can I count on you to help me?
Sure. I don't like, having people get lost because I know what that feels like. Name's Fergus, by the way.
Alright. He hands you a small coin pouch, 10 dragons in it.
Could you do me a favor and repeat the beginning of that?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
The which part? Where he
Just-
introduces himself, or
No,
the?
the actual objective.
Oh. He's looking for a friend.
Okay.
His friend named Floon Blagmar,
Black.
and he hasn't been seen in a couple of days.
All right.
And he's offering 10 dragons now, which probably should have said this before. A dragon is a gold coin in the city of Waterdeep.
Gotcha.
So 10 dragons now, and 100 gold when you find him. Each.
I extend a hand. Rom, at your service. I accept.
Yeah, you're cutting out for me too, Kazi.
God, it's the freaking Discord being stupid.
Yep.
I
Try
said,
hopping into a call, perhaps.
I said, Rom, at your service. I'll take the job.
Yeah, he left chat. I think he's starting a call.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get them in here.
Just...
Dude, because I have no idea
Um,
why it's spiking.
Yeah, I don't know either, but, like, it seems like we're all cutting in and out of each other. Like, our shit, so just add everybody
Yep.
to the... whatever. Alright.
Hello?
Hello.
Alright. Everybody hear each other.
Yep.
And also,
Yeah.
I think your push to talk now, Elysia, is working.
I don't know if it is or not.
It is.
Well, I'm not pushing
Alright.
anything, so I don't think it is.
Fair
Oh.
enough.
Okay, well, it sounds good now, because it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, it sounds
It-
perfectly
The
fine.
longer you stay quiet, the more it's going to pick up.
Okay.
So if you're not going to say anything, mute yourself. But if you are, unmute yourself and then talk, and then, you know.
There should be a push to talk
Okey-doke.
option, right?
There is. We can worry about that later.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Kazi's character Rom just said that yes, and Volo throws a small gold sack with 10 dragons in it to you.
Beautiful.
I Stoke
will-
will help you, Volo.
He nods and hands out and gives you a small coin purse as well. I've lost it.
I'll help find your friend. My name is Aveline.
Alright.
Right.
He gives you another bag, another small pouch.
I think gaining the favor of a wizard's a good idea, so I accept as well.
Alright. He hands you another small pouch.
I look at the
Um,
person that last spoke and just wait for them to say their name.
Noticing someone eyeballing me in curiosity, I look over and say, "My name is Rune.
Is it like rune?
Rune Jigoku."
Okay.
And then Alex, what was your character's name?
Vargas.
Vargas.
Vargas No Rock.
All right. Wrote all that down.
Same.
All right. I think we
I don't know,
all accepted
what?
this job, right?
Yes, you did.
All right.
Neat.
You said your name was Volo?
Yes. You might know me from Volo's Guide to Monsters
Yeah.
or Volo's. You know, I've been working on a new book, Volo's Guide to Spirits and Specters.
Ah,
Uh,
books. I don't read them.
I
You're an
don't read.
established writer.
I
Seen
can't
many
read.
of your books in the shop here in Waterdeep.
Yes.
I ask Rolo, "Has you come across many magics throughout your journeys?"
Why, yes.
Do you know anybody, or could you help me control my magic?
Well, I don't know. Possibly. I would have to see what the nature of your magic is first.
I honestly don't even know myself, actually. All I know is whenever I try to cast even the simplest of spells, something completely unpredictable happens. And I need help.
I can't help you with that.
I see. I understand.
So, are you guys
Yeah.
taking my coin? You all gonna go look? Just tell you about Floon. Floon is a tall human man. Oh my god. Don't fucking tell me this shit's going out. Oh, fuck.
What?
Take your time.
Oh, my internet. Fucking technical issues.
Damn, everybody's struggling today. This is
I
annoying.
know.
Something,
It
yeah.
is really. It
The
is.
solar flare.
Definitely. Fucking.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Scroll down where I was. And it doesn't want to start up. Either way, alright, he's a tall, good looking human. He's got short hair, kind of like a reddish hair. He does not have a beard. We were out drinking at the Skewered Dragon a couple nights ago, and we drank and gambled. And I left, and I haven't seen him since.
So he was last seen at the Skewered Dragon? Okay. And that was last night?
Yes. No, not last night. A few days ago.
A few days ago.
Okay. Well, I think that's just try to find
Seems like
him,
an easy
right?
missing persons case, yeah. Should be easy money.
So, I guess we should head out towards the Skewered Dragon.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, I'll follow you.
All right, I know where it is. I'll lead the way. As I'm
know.
heading out, I want to check in on Yagra, see how she's doing.
She's breathing.
All right, I'll write her a note, and then I'll DM you the note.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna
So I
go
take it
ahead and say that you guys have made yourselves way out into the street and are wandering towards the Skewered Dock or the Skewered Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Skewered dog.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to be the front door right here, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yeet.
You all seem to know how to hold your own in a fight. I saw you take a couple of good blows there. You said your name was Stoko?
Yes, it is. Stoke. Yes.
Stoke.
Yes.
Did you know those fellows, or
No, just looked fun.
fair enough?
It seemed like you rushed in pretty quick to help the work. It was Rom.
Yeah, she's a friend of mine.
Ah,
I try not to get in her way, and
friends.
she doesn't get in mine. But you know, 4-on-1 is hardly fair.
Hmm.
I agree.
Well said.
Yep. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab myself a
Yeah,
drink real
now's
quick.
a good time to use the restroom and shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the
Will
same
do.
thing.
What about you, tall, quiet elf lady?
Sorry. I know you were talking to me, Kazi, but I didn't really hear it.
We're all
Am
taking
I
a bathroom
am I
break. And
cutting out?
Yeah, we're taking
Yeah.
a bathroom break.
Basically, I'm asking, what's your stake in this? You seem to be sitting back there waiting.
Well, I came into the fight when I needed to, when it got out of hand, but I know a thing or two about loss, so I want to help this man find his friend. That's why I agreed to go.
Fair enough.
Okay, on another note though, this push to talk thing. So, what were you talking about, like making a key to be able to do it, Kazi?
So let me see where. So when you hit settings, right?
Yeah,
Where are you going to go to push to talk?
voice and video.
Voice and video.
And then I can click the push to talk,
Okay. Does it say
and then what
shortcut?
do I do?
Okay, go to voice and video, right? Hello? Hello? Elisha? Hello? Say something.
Hello,
you hear
did
me?
you hear
Yeah.
me?
Okay. When you go to
Okay.
push to talk, you
Yeah.
see that there's a thing that says record button.
Mhm.
Whatever button you push when you click on that, that's going to be your push to talk button.
Okay.
So
So
set it to a
record.
button that you don't use for anything else.
Okay, so what, like?
Like numpad plus sign or something.
Yeah, numpad plus sign, the tilde
So
key.
can it be? Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me try it.
So it'll only work when you hold down that button. It'll open your mic up when you hold down that button.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay! I got it to work. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
all you have to do is hold down that button to talk.
Okay, sick. Okay, this is good.
Okay, I'm sending you another message.
I'm back.
I'm back.
So the cats have been cuddling since I came in here. They're
That's
just
adorable.
cuddling with each other.
All right.
That is pretty.
All right. I look back at the party as we're walking and say, yeah, the tavern that we're going to, the Skewered Dragon. I don't know why I wrote that so small. Skewered Dragon. It's coming up on Net Street in Filet Lane.
It's in the dock district.
Yeah.
You guys already know that you're in the dock ward, so like you're just making your way that way through there.
As long as you guys don't look like easy marks, you should be able to fit in without too much trouble. I sort of eye everyone up and down the group, making sure that they're not, looking too hoity-toity.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guide man.
So as you guys are traveling through the dock ward, you turn a corner and you see the aftermath of a bigger clash, like one you saw in the bar, between two rival guilds. The entire corner has been cornered off by the City Watch. Lying on the cobblestones are about a half dozen corpses, all bleeding dead. Watch officers have arrested 3 blood-drenched humans and are in the midst of questioning everybody that was around. As you guys advance towards the scene, one of the guards notices you and says, "Get on! Nothing to see here."
I look at the guard to see if they have any sort of insignia that I recognize.
Okay?
Or-
You don't see shit.
Okay.
It's dark out. You know, it's nighttime. It's also like autumn. Probably should have started off with that, but oh well. It's like late autumn right now. So it's pretty dark out in the early evening, and you don't see anything.
How close are we to the, we as a group, close to the, bloodied survivors?
So to the bloodied survivors?
Yeah.
50 feet.
50 feet? Okay.
Yeah. So this is where you guys started, and you guys are making your way south, and it right about there is about where the clash
This is
happened.
a big fucking place.
Yeah.
You guys have been traveling for about an hour.
Alright.
Ram, is there another way?
Let's see. Net Street Filet.
You're heading south.
And we're
Southeast,
currently here?
specifically. Like right where the blue writing
Oh,
is.
gotcha.
Right about there.
Gotcha.
So you're making.
And you say that the kerfuffle happened where? Here?
Where the mark is.
Oh, where the
You guys
mark
rounded
is.
the corner and see it.
Gotcha. Yeah,
It's large.
we can cut a left at Black Star Lane and keep heading down Snail Street if you guys want.
Sure.
Yeah,
Alright,
go
lead the
around
way.
this.
You
We
know
could
what?
always investigate if you guys are curious.
I mean, we
The
are.
guard
We don't want to draw
overhears
the ire
this
of the guard.
and
Yeah, that is true.
says, "I told you to get on."
All right, we're getting on. We're getting on.
Yeah, they're just.
There's like a dozen city guards, like, floating around. 2 of them are like harassing the shit out of the people that they've arrested.
Are the people that are arrested saying things?
No.
Oh,
So, yeah. As the party, as I'm ushering the party.
All they do is stare at you
yeah.
as you walk by.
I'm pretty new to Waterdeep, so I don't know my way around.
Yeah,
So-
let's not ask questions. We don't want to draw the
No.
ire of these fine,
Mhm.
outstanding individuals.
Mhm.
I say, looking back at the guard as we make our way through Black Star Lane.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As
So-
you guys are making your way through, either way, you see the whole city is like this, but you see, it's like you're walking through slums. Tall,
Mhm.
densely packed tenements leave most of the neighborhood in shadow, ground level. There are street lights, there's street lamps, but a lot of them are smashed, and their
Hmm.
candles have been stolen. And there's, it smells like the ocean, salty air, and excrement in all the alleyways in between the houses.
Reminds you of home, doesn't it? Take it all in.
I grew up in a forest. For the
The forest and the ocean are
Up
one and
here.
the same, man. It's just
I too grew up in a forest. Don't know what you mean about the ocean though.
I agree.
Tree huggers. Ugh.
I traveled a lot.
Anyways, I see that I'm amongst strangers in my own city. I chuckle, and yeah, I started the party down Snail Street, and I, let them know, about what time is it? Yeah, like 8 p.m., 9
6
p.m.,
p.m.
6 p.m. Okay.
6 or 7. 6 or
Okay.
7. So it's like dark out, but it's not like really
Right.
late.
There's still people outside.
Yeah, there's a handful. Most of the better people.
Right, it's just like
headed indoors
rabble
because
rouse.
they know better.
Yeah, it's the rabble
Yeah.
rouse and the kids, and I tell them, hey, try not to look like an easy mark, and keep your wits about you.
Mm-hmm.
I keep my hand on my side and just walk down Snail Street, and then we're gonna hang left as we come to the intersection here.
As we're walking, I'll let everybody know I'm still injured from that last fight. I could use some medical aid when we come across it.
We'll get you patched up at the Skewer Dragon.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Small
don't have
answer.
anything to help you. Sorry.
That's all right. It's my fault.
So what brings you to this wonderful city that I call my home?
You're lagging a bit.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah, and it's not like you're being too quiet because it cut out like in the middle of you laughing.
No.
What's your
yeah.
sensitivity at? Your
It's
voice?
nuts.
I mean, I've never changed my sensitivity. It's been,
It's
Turn
lag.
it to the left a little.
Lag.
I
Hold
literally
on.
just
Alright, hold
watched
on.
my voice thing
Everybody-
disconnect for a second.
Yeah,
Oh.
alright, so I just changed the settings of the call from US West to US Central,
Okay.
right? Hopefully this helps and everybody fucking can connect to it, because otherwise I don't know what else we can do.
Yeah, Discord's just being big boot.
Get on
It's-
Skype, guys. How about
Yeah,
Uvu?
I'm not reinstalling that
Fucking
malware on my
Uvu.
computer.
Uvu. God, I used that
God
years
damn,
ago.
Uvu, get out of here.
Uvu.
And I agree, Kazi. I'm not a fan of that malware shit.
Alright. I was just
Go
saying,
download
what
TeamSpeak.
brings you all to this fine city I call my home? Because you obviously don't belong here.
I just ended up here.
I'm just trying to make small talk as we walk down the street. That way we don't look like, a bunch of quiet people walking down the street.
Or
I'm hoping in this
Somebody
big
make
city.
a perception check.
I. Okay. I'll make a perception check in a sec.
Performance. check.
Performance check.
Whoops.
Doing backflips.
My bad.
Nice.
I'm out here trying to fucking.
There you go.
I can't see shit.
I'm far away from my monitor, and I'm not wanting to lean forward. I still feel like shit.
Poor baby. You notice a shop with a small purple beholder sitting in the window.
I look over at the beholder and look back at my group. Say, guys, there's a beholder in that shop over there.
Like a whole ass beholder?
Yes. Look. I pointed out.
Mm.
Do we all see what he's seeing?
I mean, now that you're looking at it, yeah, you see a small stuffed purple beholder sitting right behind the glass of the window.
It's just,
I mean, if you want, sure. But, I mean, we're wasting what little time we have. I mean, the longer we wait, the colder the trail gets.
Kazi, you would know that this is the old Zalob shop.
Oh, okay, I need to write this down. The old, what was it?
Zoblob.
Zoblob, I love it.
XOBLOB.
XOBLOB. Shop. Is it like curios and...
Yeah. You know that it's a curio shop. It used to be a different shop, and a new shop moved in, but everybody still calls it the old Zalob shop,
Okay.
regardless of what the name is.
All right. If you guys want to take a look, it's the old Zoblov shop.
Is there anything in
Nah.
there other than stuffed animals?
It's just knickknacks, curios, as you people like to call them, collectibles. You know,
Don't need 'em.
knickknacks. Things
Noticing
people
everybody
spend
not
money on.
really interested, I'm just gonna be like, all right, that's fine, but I'm coming back for it when we're done with all this.
Do I notice? Do I notice? Rune get upset as we're deciding not to take a look in the shop.
I don't know, you can insight him, find out.
I mean, I'm pretty clear. I'm a little upset at
And
spaghetti.
I guess you don't
but-
really need to roll.
Yeah, I mean, you notice it though. I'm
Hey,
a little,
hey.
I'm a little bit
take
boy
a look.
upset right now.
Let's take a look at the shop. It's part of Waterdeep's history. Might as well, if you wanna immerse yourself as to why we're not a forest. This shop is one of these shops is what makes it like that. So let's take a look around. It can't hurt.
I get a big smile and my ears perk up. Yay!
No, well, okay.
All right, we'll walk into your tiny magic shop of horrors. I mean,
I have no use for magic
Okay.
yet.
You guys walk inside, and there's a cloud of lavender-scented purple smoke that trails out the door. Every wall is painted purple. Every dusty knickknack on the shelf is dyed a deep violet. And there's a hairless old gnome sitting cross-legged on the counter, and he's wearing plum-colored robes. His cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes. He lowers a pipe, exhales, and a big cloud of purple smoke, and says, "Hail and well met. Come browse the shelves of our most curious curiosity shop."
do I know the shop owner?
You know of him.
Okay. Not like well enough to like shoot the shit with him, right?
No.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
All right, so me all excited, I go up to the shopkeep and ask about that beholder. I say, how much for that stuffed beholder?
It's not for sale.
Oh, why not?
That's how everybody knows what this is. It's my keepsake, and it's a reminder from when I survived the detonation of a gas spore under the mountain from a stray beholder.
I see. Well, that sounds like a fascinating tale, but I must go. I seek medical aid. I leave the shop
What a
all
weirdo!
disappointed. I leave the shop just walking out, leaving, just all disappointed.
Okay.
I asked the shopkeeper if he has any potions of healing.
No.
Okay.
The only thing you can see are the many items collected upon the shelves in front of you.
All right. I start wandering around the shop, acting like I'm looking at stuff.
Okay.
I'm waiting outside the shop now.
I also just kind of look around, but then I exit because there's nothing that I'm interested
I
Yeah,
keep looking at Ron
The
like
things,
I'm ready
the
to
things
go.
you kind of see, like you see like pipes that have little bubbles coming out of them, like random bells that don't work, pairs of socks, like an alabaster mask. There's a silver skull about the size of a coin, glass eye, just random knickknacks.
I look through the window of the shop, seeing everybody moseying around, browsing. I get my arms are crossed, and I'm just kind of thinking to myself, I thought I was the only one who wanted to go in there, and now everyone else is browsing, and I get nothing.
I walk up to the counter.
Huh.
And I say, look, I've been around this town long enough. This is the old Zoblob shop. Everything's for sale.
Yes.
Everyone knows what this shop is as soon as you step in. You don't need a keepsake. How much for the stuffed beholder?
It's not for sale.
Everything's for sale. Come on.
No,
I'm gonna-
fine then.
Attempt to persuade.
Okay. Is that the persuasion check?
Yeah.
500 gold pieces.
And I walk out.
I follow Rum.
Yeah. Well, you got some
Alright.
cool stuff, sir, but I think we're kind of busy right now, so we'll have to come back. Have a good day.
Anytime.
I sort of wait outside and
So,
look at Rude and tell him, look, it's not worth it. That shop's gonna go out of business soon anyways. It's fine. You saw the state of it.
I laugh and pat Rune on the back and say, that place is stupid.
Has everyone left the shop? I'm making sure I get a head
Yes.
count. Alright.
yeah.
Everybody's left the
Yeah.
shop.
Alright, we make our way back down Snail Street.
Okay. You guys eventually make it down to Net Street.
Alright.
Or, I'm sorry, Fillet Lane. That's the first one.
Mhm.
Alright. Snail Street and Fillet Lane. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you're
So-
able to walk down until you face an alley with a sign sticking out of it that says the Skewered Dragon.
Alright, perfect. Alright.
It's kind of like, it's like right there.
Okay.
Call it like back in the alley. It's a ways.
Gotcha, so like
It looks,
right.
yeah, it does not look good. It looks like a ruin. Both of its front-facing windows facing into the alley are smashed. There's a ship's anchor is lodged in the roof. Through the windows, you can see a group of haggard patrons drinking huge tankards.
Alright, before we go in there, some ground rules.
Okay.
Ground
look
rules?
like don't look like an outsider. Don't ask questions unless you're asked the question first. And don't break into the furniture unless it's broken on you. Alright? Or on someone else.
Okay.
Noted.
Why did a famous guy come here?
That's what we're here to find out.
Good point. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll follow
I'll
you.
be the first one to step in unless anyone else wants to take the lead.
Go ahead.
I follow closely behind.
I'll follow closely behind as well.
Is the door locked?
No, it's open.
Okay. I walk in, party in suit,
Okay.
So
toe.
everyone walks in.
You see a group of like 5 dock workers that are up along like a table at the far end of the bar, and those are about the only patrons. They're playing cards and drinking.
Right. Any of them look up at us or no?
They ignore you.
Fair enough.
They take notice of your guys' entry, but that's about it.
Alright. I'll look at the party and tell them to go grab a booth. And I'll be back with drinks.
All right.
Brilliant.
Right?
So,
I walk to a booth in the corner and just sit down.
and then I
Okay.
join him.
Yep, I sit down as well at the same booth.
Is there a barmaid or someone like working at the bar? Or...
I mean, there's somebody working at the bar,
Alright.
kind of just a gruff bartender.
I'll
Reminds you
approach-
of Durnan, but not as approachable.
Yeah, I'll approach the bartender and flash my sigil.
He hands you a drink.
I, thank him for the drink and I say, I'm actually looking for some information as well.
Okay.
We're looking for some nice-looking human fellow. Came in a couple days ago. Apparently never left.
One of the men sitting behind you at the table speaks up. If you're looking for them, they ain't here.
How did he say it? Nonplus or just like
Nonchalantly.
nonchalantly?
Yeah. A little bit of
Malice.
yeah.
That's what. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to like figure out. Like, as in they don't want to be bothered, or like they don't want you asking questions. Is the kind of edge I'm trying to pick up on.
They don't want to be bothered
Okay.
or asking questions.
I turn back to the bartender and I say, "Look, I'm running a job, and you know that our end goals are the same."
You cut out again.
Oh my god. I go to the bar, or I look at the bartender and I say, "I'm running a job, and you know that our end goals are the same. Either way, this goes back to the Zentarum."
That's fine. Why don't you roll persuasion
All right.
or intimidation?
Roll intimidation.
All right. The patrons and the bartender just kind of points at the patrons, and the patrons are like, all right. Yeah, there were a handful of people that rather wealthy that have been in and out here a couple of days ago. Chip off the block, one of them's chip off the old block. Another spoiled rich noble who likes to rub our noses in it.
Of course, they always are. Did they have protection with them?
Of course they had protection.
Anyone we know?
No.
Oh, so they hired protection that was also
No.
uppity?
They didn't hire protection. They were just armed.
Oh, okay. Strange. They were in our territory without protection. And they just walked around. And you said how many were there?
3?
3. They didn't stay long?
One left, the other 2 stayed and drank, and then they left.
Gotcha. Alright. And is it just one dock worker saying this, or is it like the group of them providing
The
this
group.
information? Okay. Gotcha.
5 men did follow him out when the last 2 were leaving, though. Didn't recognize any of them.
I was about to say. Okay. Thanks for the info. And you said they left that same night, or one left that night, and then 2 left shortly after, right?
After playing a few rounds of cards.
Gotcha. And the 5 men followed the 2 that left?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, we got the information we need.
You want me to write it down for you?
Nope, no need.
You sure about that?
You sure you want to try me? I'll roll intimidation again.
Okay. I'm gonna counter roll. He's not intimidated. None of them are. They all kind of look at you, and the group mentality is they will beat the living shit out of you if you even stand up, flail or not.
I say, look, gentlemen, look. I hate him as
No,
much as you.
get out.
Get out!
You're in here. You're bothering us. We gave you your info. What more do you want?
Alright, we got our
What
info.
else? What else is there?
We got our info. Alright, that's fine. We'll leave. Just one common man to another. Know who the true enemy is.
Yeah.
I see this happen, and I decide to stand up and head towards the door.
I'll follow suit and head towards the door.
Alright, yeah, I'll look at the party and let them know that we're heading out.
Yeah.
I toss the barkeep a silver for the beer.
I asked Rom what happened with the guys because they looked like they were being dicks.
You know, usual dark worker things. They're being dicks, but we got info. One of them left. It was a party of 3. One of them left a little early back outside, and this was a couple days ago. 2 of them left shortly after being, having drinks and merriment, and then were followed by a group of 5. So we're looking to see if we can find out where they went from there.
Didn't Volo say there was just 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they met up with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 2 possible leads. We can follow the person that left early, and we can follow the 2 that we most likely are connected to Volo, that we think are most likely connected to Volo. Because I'm assuming they met up here for some reason. All these are assumptions, so.
Well, we know Volo, but so wouldn't it hurt to start there? Maybe?
The
I don't
barkeep
know. I'm not
comes
good at
out.
this stuff.
The barkeep comes outside and whispers in your ear, "Rom."
He has my
For the
attention.
looked for the black twin snake.
Black twin snake.
The warehouse down Candle Lane. And then walks back inside.
Twin snake. I'm gonna roll history to see if I know what that is.
You know what it is.
Okay. Do you want to DM me?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright, we gotta go search the docks. We're looking for a symbol that kind of looks like this. And I show them my insignia.
Mike lagged way too much.
Is it really that fucking bad?
Yes, it is.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
It's like every other word.
Jesus Christ. Alright. I show them my insignia saying this is what we're looking for at the docks.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody that wants can make a history check. Or just a intelligent. You can just do an intelligence check.
I'll
Not
do a
necessarily
history.
history.
I'll run a history
Alright.
check.
You do not.
Oh,
You
good.
do not.
Mhm.
You definitely do not.
Oh
You
my
are
God.
so focused on the little bite wound that you got that you are completely lost.
I have a headache.
I have my sword, and you all have me.
Mhm.
Why did we all roll alt 12s?
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Everyone.
-2
Wait,
to
should I
history.
still roll one?
Yeah, roll one.
Yep.
Intelligent?
Yep.
Alright.
None of you got it. Oh my god.
Like husband, like wife.
I see them
Nico.
all looking very confused, scratching their heads.
Like,
Pretty much. Pretty much. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Everyone loves what's
okay,
confusing.
you know
I'm over
what?
here picking my nose, I guess. I don't know.
All right. We have one of two options here. It's starting to get dark, and if you happen to come across something at the docks that you're not supposed to see, you don't come back from the docks. Everyone knows that. It's safer during the daytime, but our trail might get cold. So, risk
Well,
reward here.
I'm still good to go. So I kind of vote to like keep going.
I am tired. I'm still injured, and I've used up my spells. But it's not like my spells would help much, anyways.
Oh,
All right.
I,
I'm gonna
I
try
got
to.
my ass whooped, but Durnan kind of helped me out.
All right. I think we should probably wait for daytime because if we do get jumped at the docks, which is a very likely possibility, I don't know if our party would be able to fight back.
Agreed.
Alright.
Am I able to seek out a inn nearby
roll
or a
and
common house?
roll a history check.
Sure thing. Hey.
You know that probably the safest place to be is back at the awning.
Okay, we could go back to the yawning portal.
Durnan's a nice guy, so
All right, we'll start back at this in the morning. All right, I guess we can just take Snail Street back up and walk the way we came.
Alright.
mhm.
Where's
we
Snow
should
Street?
we should hit the docks early though, like daybreak early.
Alright. So I do agree because we're wasting time, but
We
We
have
also-
information. We have somewhere to go now. So
so we have a trail.
all right, I guess I'll start leading the party back up the street towards the yawning portal.
Okay. I'm gonna say like an hour or so passes
Where is the yawning portal?
in the dock ward.
Oh, it's in
Big
the dock.
black dock. Yeah.
Oh, it's over
Oh.
here. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, so it's gonna cost you all 5 silver pieces for a room.
All right, 10 silver make up 1 gold. Heads up.
Okay.
Okay.
That covers 2 of you, or you and all of your food. It covers your room and your food.
Okay, 5 silver it is.
No, a gold.
A gold does. Okay, so
It would give you a couple things of ale and like a
Right.
decent and
Alright.
a night.
I spend a gold.
Okay.
Get fed up, rested up. ready
Yeah,
to
I'll
fight.
spend a gold also. Actually, I should probably get fed and all that.
All right.
I'll also spend a gold. Why not?
how long
Be
are
a
we going for
peak
this session? How long are we going for this
We're
session?
finishing here
Okay.
because we want to do the rest of the stuff.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Because you guys have to fight in every fucking encounter.
Right.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the stream.